He's a
I
dick.
kind of liked him though in the beginning.
He's like,
okay, I'm gonna spoil something for you. I am terrible at this.
What's the topic?
It's the fucking pilot episode. What's up? You are probably watching what will either never see the light of day, or will be called something along the lines of the Lore War, because fucking I couldn't think of anything more creative. I am your host, Mr. Duck, and this is my boy Slingshot, because fucking who releases names on the internet? That's stupid. I'm young. If I have some dumb things to say, it probably shouldn't be traced back to my name. But back to the whole name thing, given that the title of this podcast to be jokes to be made there, I know. But the title of our podcast to be is The Lore War. We are going to be fucking bouncing around from show to show and movie to movie and see how much metadata, I guess, we actually have. Just see how chaotic we can go and what theories we can build. So let's get into it. Fucking pause, you stupid. Pause!
Stop recording.
Fucking pause. Oh my god, I am terrible at this. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I have a chat with Slingshot here that we had, what was it, last week?
Yeah.
Anyway, me and Sling were talking about one of our collective favorite shows, I guess you could say, which is The Rookie. It has its challenges. It's not my favorite show. It's a great show, but I'm saying I'm kind of a realism guy, which is fucking weird because I read a ton of novels, but I read something like this or this. And yes, they're the same series, which they're different prints. That's why they're completely different. But they're kind of realistic, like as far as the character decision-making process goes. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So that's why, like, oddly, I find some other things, even like full stop, by the way, Poker Face. I find these shows that aren't realistic entirely, but at least the basis of the show is, and the way the characters think, is relatively realistic, and I like it. So one of the things we were talking about was season 7 episode, the beginning of season 7. For God's sake, I'm not an episode head. Anyway,
we were talking about I think 7.
Obviously season 7, but I don't remember what
episode 7.
Episode 7 just aired. That was the Mickey.
Okay, so then 6.
No, actually, the Wildfire was the one that just aired.
We're talking about 5 and 6 then.
We were talking about early season 7, and first of all, the Tim and Lucy re-hookup, fucking spoilers, I guess. But that's literally could be one of the names of our podcast. Just fucking spoilers for the sake of fucking spoilers. Because, well, you can't go into lore without spoiling shit. I'm not gonna only dig into shows that are old as hell. But I mean, I could kind of see myself doing that. But yeah. Where was I going with this? I kind of went on a rant and lost track. Oh, early season 7, and we were talking about the Tim and Lucy reunification. And you said something along the lines of, I actually have it, I could probably pull it up. You said something about couples, that one couple that has too much lore around them. What would you say?
No, I was saying that it's just like a common occurrence in like TV shows that every fucking time they're clearly gonna get back together, TV shows just constantly drag it out. It's just like, okay, just do it.
Yeah, I also
not wait like 3 seasons for this shit to happen again.
Okay, so I actually saw this. I spend way too much time on Reddit because I have way too much free time. But I saw somebody on Reddit saying like, "Oh, I only got into the show. I'm relatively new to the show, or something along those lines. But I only started watching the show because of Chenford." Which, I mean, you do you, but as much as I love Chenford, I can't understand watching an entire fucking universe because you think that like two characters have chemistry, but whatever. Again,
look, let's be honest. Not to go off topic for a sec, but
no, yes, to go off topic. That's literally the premise of this.
Okay,
to
fine.
Bounce around from show to show and shit to shit.
Okay, fine. So then
also, I'm definitely gonna get fucking flagged for the amount of profanity in this, but we'll get fucked whatever platform I'm posting this to. I will not be bleeping shit because I'm terrible at editing. So
I will. I can.
All right, in that case, you're hired.
Okay, I just haven't done.
Also, okay, I think it's worth mentioning. We're sitting in your fucking 4x4 apartment recording on a glass table, and that's why it's shaking like this.
You
And
shook it like that.
that now that was intentional, but there's gonna be like subtle shaking because I keep putting my hand down, and then I'm recording on a fucking laptop, the webcam. And
Okay.
like for context, this is my microphone because well, it's the only way for me to get crisp audio.
Okay. So wait,
And I'm recording against the one wall of your apartment that doesn't have something in the way, hence the
okay.
window. But anyway,
Okay, whatever. We'll talk about that. But what I would say is I get it because like would the Big Bang Theory be the same without Penny and Leonard? Like think about it in that context. Some couples make TV shows interesting.
true.
It's
But
just like
I feel like it being a comedy kind of makes a little bit of a difference over there because the Big Bang Theory, it's a comedy, it's a sitcom, that's what it is.
right.
So you're gonna have a lot of that Barney action from like How I Met Your Mother, full disclosure. I didn't watch it. I just see clips all over the place because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a teenager with way too much time. Who spends way too much of his way too much time on the interwebs. So, but also like I feel like you had to do that. By the way, speaking of the Big Bang Theory, and I remember we went into this last week. The original draft of the Big Bang Theory, that's fucking insane.
Why?
So
You were talking about the thing that Leonard, the actor who played Leonard. Was
oh
supposed to
yeah,
play
that's
Sheldon.
true. I did mention that.
Yeah.
Johnny Galecki, the actor who plays Leonard, was supposed to play Sheldon.
It's so weird to think about it. Like honestly, like
Here's the thing, though.
like
He's like, I would make. He looks through the script and he's like, I would do a better job as Leonard. And
makes sense.
the thing is, Johnny kind of volunteers to get stepped on.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, like he fit the role perfectly. But like, think about it this way, right?
The thing is,
There's
he fits the role
certain
perfectly in our mind
actors-
because that's how we've seen it.
Okay, but
I feel like if the first version of the Big Bang Theory cast Johnny Galecki as Sheldon, you would not bat an eye. It's only
you
because you
probably
see him
would.
as that short
Okay.
fucktard who somehow pulls somebody that's way out of his range. That
Okay.
makes a difference to you.
Okay, so wait, let's put this into place, right?
All right.
If you would see, we're talking about a universe where you have both options, and you've seen both options. Who do you think would have done a better job? I don't know what his
I haven't
name
seen
is.
any of Johnny's other work. That's kind
I'm
of.
not talking about John. I'm talking about Johnny as Leonard or Johnny as Sheldon compared to the actor who played Sheldon. I feel like the actor who played Sheldon played him perfectly.
What was his name? Oh my god, I'm terrible with actor names. Like the only 3 actors I can pull off the top, 4 actors I can pull off the top of my head is Andy Samberg as. All right, sorry for that interruption. Our boy is gonna stop by for something or another. I don't really care. So you were saying that the parallel universes. If I was in a universe where I've seen the thing is, and this goes back to what I was saying. The reason I said I haven't seen any of Johnny's other work is because had I seen his other work, I would know if he could pull like the Andre. What's his name? The Andre. What's his name from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Fucking Captain Holt. I forgot his last name, and it's probably impossible. He died.
Yeah.
What?
He died over like a half a year ago.
I wasn't the Lord.
Like a while ago.
All right, whatever. But
he died like mid 24.
Mid 24. Okay, so that's like a half a year ago.
Yeah,
oh my god.
A long time ago.
R.I.P. I guess. But like,
yeah.
The thing is,
actually,
you have that.
Spoke about right how like, whatever. There's like a whole thing behind it, right?
Yeah.
Basically, he said how like in the beginning of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he really wanted his father's approval because his father never really gave him like. Never gave him what's it called again. Never gave him validation, but then he realized throughout like working with the people that he just needs to find inner happiness.
Yeah. So cool. Okay, the 4 actors I can name off the top of my head are like Andy Samberg, fucking legend, and then you have obviously like you have legends like The Rock.
The Rock is not an actor.
I know that's the thing. Also, that's what I was getting to. Is that they're not technically actors. Obviously they act, but they're not like
Rock an actor.
Yeah, no, because he made his come up like because he came up in like WWE and some other things, and also like dude married Oprah, so that's that's an argument for itself. But back to the matter at hand.
That is crazy. Dude married Oprah.
All right, Oprah's a legend in the TV community. You're forgetting that.
I hate Oprah.
Don't say that. That's gonna get you fucking killed.
I don't care.
I mean, in all fairness, like I'll say,
Does it look like you know me well enough by now? I'm not the
I mean,
dude who
you're
doesn't give a shit.
okay. I was gonna make a fat joke. I'm not gonna do it.
But I'm just saying, you know, I don't give a shit. You know.
I mean, yeah. Again, because also that was like a generation before us, like the Oprah Winfrey's, the even what's his name?
Look, I'll talk
What's his
about
name? What's
Taylor
his name?
Swift. I
Family
hate
Feud.
Taylor Swift. Let all these Swifties come at me. I want an argument. Let them say I'm gonna. You saw that video where literally that Swiftie divorced her husband because at the Super
Oh
Bowl
my god, I saw
when
that.
she was on the
I
freaking
saw that video.
cam.
I saw that
She
video.
got.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here, the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl. I'm not just doing this because of the action of booing. I am doing this because of everything that it represents in our relationship. I have loved Taylor Allison Swift since I was 12 years old. My husband even likes her too. Like, he'll put on her music when we're cooking together. He has a favorite song. It's Girl at Home. But we were at the Super Bowl. It was me, him, and 5 of his buddies. And when they put Taylor up on the Jumbotron, all of his buddies started booing, and my husband joined in. And that just tells me everything I need to know about that man, because he didn't care that that would hurt my feelings. He just wanted to fit in with his boys. He didn't even care that that's not even how he actually feels. He just, like, wanted to look cool, I guess.
Please pull that up.
She divorced her husband, dude. That's retarded.
I saw that.
You think I would have? Number
Alright,
one,
tell me.
I think Taylor Swift's definitely overrated. But you think
Obviously, she's overrated. But like again, it's not. I just don't appreciate her music. It's not my thing.
Mhm.
I don't hate her for who she is simply because I don't know who she is. If I knew who she was, there's a possibility I would hate her. She
I
could
hate
very
her.
likely pull a Blake Lively and just be a piece of shit. You never know. Also, Blake Lively, don't sue me. I'm broke. No, she went around. She has this whole thing with Justin Baldoni now, the fucking the creator, the director of whatever that project they were working on is, and now she's like suing him for saying things. And apparently, in the course of the lawsuit, it came out that she's allegedly a horrible person.
Unless she ends up staying with Travis Kelce, right? What she does is get with men, dump them, and make songs and crap on them.
The thing is, the reason she's famous is because it's relatable, right?
Relatable what? Because
no. Again, I don't disagree with you.
I'm not trying
to shit
Benson
on
Boone.
society. For example, Benson Boone.
No. Benson Boone is a good singer.
He's a good singer. True.
He has
I will
lyrics,
give you that.
He has good vocals.
I will give you that. But
Swift
is that why
literally talking about "Shake It Off"? Like the fuck?
I cannot name 4 of her songs. Like, leave me alone. I can't name 2 of them. Like, the only reason I can name "Shake It Off" is because you just named it. Otherwise, I'd be like, what?
Okay, I can name 2 at least. Bad Blood and "Shake It Off."
Okay, I would not have known it.
I
hear Bad Blood, I immediately think Rat Beast. Which, again, also is not my universe, but whatever. Okay, hold on. Benson Boone, right?
Right.
I'm just going to go. This is kind of a long shot. What you were saying about Benson Boone having a nice voice, and nice lyrics, nice music, all that is true, but is that really why he caught on? Or is it because music is the fucking key to somebody's heart? It's an emotional thing, and therefore, it's relatable. So,
no, the reason he got famous
is because he has
no homo. He's a good-looking dude.
That's why it caught on with all the girls.
Right, exactly. Like, what's majority of his fans, girls? It's the same thing with Taylor Swift, right? But Taylor Swift got it, and don't go off on the internet, because she's a that's straight up what she is.
Okay,
she literally uses her body to get up until recently, because she's been with Travis Kelce for over a year, right?
What you're forgetting is that she's a member of the Itty Bitty Blank Committee.
Yes, I know, but still doesn't matter.
She's literally flatter than a piece of paper, but I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not here to shit talk her simply. I don't care for her. I don't hate her. She's not like something I hate.
I'm just saying I'm not.
Despise. There are people in the Hollywood or music industry or whatever that I despise. I think piece of shit.
Who?
I can't name any off the top of my head, but like. Also, because that's not really my universe, I'm more of like focusing on just interesting shit, I guess. But like you have, for example, so the original pilot of The Big Bang Theory was like Sheldon was more human.
Really?
Penny, yes.
No way.
I have to show you.
No way. That's
I'm fucking nerd-stalgic. Hold on, let me pull this up.
It's so crazy. A human version of like Sheldon.
But that's also kind of like putting Captain Dad or Captain Holt. For those of you who watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you get that reference. For those of you who didn't, go watch it. It's an awesome fucking show.
Yeah, thanks.
Is that him?
Sure.
All right, he's here. All right, we will continue recording in like 5, 4, 3, 2, whenever we get back. 1, and we're back. Yes, I
Mhm.
know I did not count down back from 5. I'm just fucking stupid like that. Um, we were talking about, I believe, before we were rudely interrupted.
Fuck you.
Before we were rudely interrupted by our mutual friend coming to pick something up. Anywho, back to where I was saying. I keep getting lost.
Okay,
Blame the ADD that I don't have. Oh, we were talking
Yeah.
about Sheldon being more human.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, Sheldon was more, like, witsy. He was
That doesn't.
more...
That doesn't.
He
Like
had
Sheldon
some
had
sexual
no
drive.
sense. No. No.
In the original
No.
pilot.
It
In the
doesn't
original-
exist.
So first of all, okay, you know how Penny was supposed to not be the actor
Yes,
that played
yes,
Penny?
yes,
It was
we
supposed to
know.
be Kaylee Cuoco. It
Yeah.
was supposed to be also she wasn't supposed to be Penny. She was supposed to be
Katie.
Yeah,
Her
Katie.
name was actually supposed to be Katie.
Yeah, Penny's name was supposed to be Katie, and Katie's character was a bitch in this pilot. But like Sheldon literally had a sexual drive.
That doesn't sound logical.
It doesn't. The entire character, and that's why the pilot failed. That's why the pilot failed, and they had to recast it.
Why? No, wait. Why would it fail? Because he had sex drive. It failed mainly because of Katie.
That was one thing, yes.
That was the main
No.
reason.
I know, but
nobody
what I'm
wanted.
saying is,
Because
what I'm saying,
as
I'm not saying it
as I
failed
was
because
explaining,
I'm not saying it failed because Sheldon had a sex drive. I'm just saying that's one of the things. It's like Sheldon was very, very different. Hello, Mr. Motorcycle, that I have no way of cutting out, so we're just gonna make that a bit now.
Yeah,
Hello, Mr. Motorcycle.
Okay, so just to explain.
Like at this point, we might as well just open the window because it's hot in here.
It's not. It's perfect.
It's perfect. Okay, fine, whatever. I mean, look at this. I would beg to differ, but whatever.
Okay, shh, I'm fatter than you.
Okay, I'm trying to toot my own horn, and all you do is call me fat. That's downright disrespectful, but whatever.
Okay, so let me explain this to you, right?
All right, go ahead.
So the reason number one, I think if Sheldon had more of a sex drive, it would actually make it more entertaining. But like instead of like putting like a more humane Sheldon, but like a robot Sheldon with a sex drive would be hilarious.
So sex drive, but can't pick up girls because he's a fucking robot.
Exactly, it would make it so much more entertaining.
Interesting. I like this.
Think about it. Truly think about that. Sit and think. Imagine how many people would want to see it. It's hilarious. Like every single dude in the world busts their friend's balls every time they get shot down by a girl, or if they're in like some weird story with a girl. Always like with them, right? So
yeah,
like,
I guess
it would make
so
much more viewers.
The thing is that kind of eliminates Howard because Howard's entire
but Howard
at least
is
in
not
the first
funny.
couple seasons, Howard's hilarious.
He's not funny when he's being sexually. There's a difference between having a sex drive and being a fucking disgusting pig.
Are you saying you want Howard to stay where he was? Just the fucking degenerate motherfucker, perverted, misogynistic kind of ish.
Yeah.
With like the high, like thinks he's a ladies' man.
Right.
And Sheldon with just the will of every other guy. So when he sees a cute girl, he'll go after her.
Yeah.
Or alternate theory, he doesn't even see like beauty the way most people see beauty. So he'll just ask any girl that he kind of vibes with. The thing is, he ultimately ends up with that with Amy.
Like imagine like Sheldon trying to hit on a girl.
I mean that would be fucking hilarious.
Are you in the Star Wars universe?
I am not into.
Because I'm trying to be far, far away.
Okay, that's stupid, but I get where you're going.
But you get something
the thing is,
like
you know how hard he would pull in Comic-Cons and
the
fucking you watched Two Broke Girls, so you know this one episode where basically Max ends up becoming like a fixture at the nerd convention, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that would be fucking hilarious. Because you have this person that doesn't exist. Like, Max could not give less of a fuck about this universe.
Right.
She could not care less.
But she'll sleep with anyone.
Not really. So the thing is, she's presented as kind of like a...
She's
presented as... Sorry, I'm trying to find a word that's not going to get me booted. She's presented as a loose girl.
Promiscuous woman.
She's presented as a loose girl. But she isn't really.
Yeah, she's not really. No, but the difference is she'll have sex with anyone.
Not really, though.
That's literally what she says.
That's what she says. That's my point. She says a lot of things. She has this, and for those of us who have been broke or currently are broke, hello universe. But we all live by this thing that like you kind of have to live by a certain set of rules. So that's why it's kind of relatable as a show. Like you're leaving pasta from yesterday to stay for lunch, stay as lunch for tomorrow. One of those. That's back on. I was saying something and then we got off track. Do you remember what that was?
We
Oh,
weren't
Max.
saying
Okay.
something.
So she kind of has to.
Right.
The thing is also she kind of has this thing with Caroline that. Also, by the way, just fair. I'm only like halfway through. I'm middle of season 5, 6, something like that. So I don't.
6 is the last season, James.
Never mind. The thing is also, it's like it's one of those shows that you can watch for a week, and then for the whole next week you cannot watch that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I can binge a season at a time, but then I need like 2 weeks of
Yeah.
no. It's one of those
Because
shows.
it's kind of
weird.
repetitive. It's kind of.
Yeah, very
That's why.
much so.
That's why. So,
Yeah.
it's like a
So
semi-repetitive
like
TV
that,
show.
Yeah. Okay.
So it has like a similar plotline to almost every episode.
Are you talking about something? Did I miss a couple words? Or you talk about this specific show that we were talking about?
I was talking about.
Two Broke Girls.
Girls.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure because I know I missed some words. I wasn't sure what you said.
No, I was just saying that it has like a repetitive, like most episodes have like a similar, I wouldn't say lore, but like theory behind it, like plot line.
They all have the same basis.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. That's
Something
right.
random gets thrown into their ordinary and broke as
Why
work at the diner, make fun of little guy.
little. Okay, I don't want to say anything that will get me flagged.
You fucking degenerate. But also, yes, like little Han. Like that's the entire premise.
Mhm.
Work at the diner, work at the cupcake shop where in the early seasons Max also had a job up in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. Working for that bitch. Just to
Or
put
as
it
we call
bluntly.
him, that itch bitch. Anyway, and make fun of Han. That's the real premise of the joke. That's the comedy.
Mhm.
And then you have the relationship drama. You have Caroline somehow only falling for Mary. Guys.
You know what sucked, right? It's kind of a spoiler. Do you care if I say?
Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, there's no resolution in any relationship besides for Caroline. Like Max.
Caroline ends. Caroline, the one that like that goes without relations
Yeah.
for years at a time,
Is the
one that has a satisfying end.
Yes, that's annoying.
I hate the writers of the show now.
Yeah, the writers of the show fucking.
No, like it's a great
Like,
show,
no,
but
no,
what
no,
the
no.
hell?
I'm being serious.
But also,
that
like, it
was
kind of makes sense.
probably one
It
of
kind of
the
matches
worst
with the character,
endings
though.
to a TV series I've ever seen.
It kind of matches with the character, though, and I'll explain you why.
No, it doesn't. Because listen, right?
Okay,
Max
hold on.
always had relationship issues, right? But to get down,
But she also has like
they
daddy
left
issues and
it
literally
on
every
a
other.
giant cliffhanger. They left it on like, what the fuck is going on? Nobody knows.
Are you saying there's a possibility that there would have been a 7th season and just didn't happen?
Probably.
So that's very likely.
See, so that's
But
the problem.
the thing is, the issue
You
with
can't,
this is
like,
if you
it's like
end
the
it
same
on
thing.
if you end a show on a cliffhanger.
You ever watch
If you end a show on a cliffhanger, I'm going to expect a reboot, and I don't really like reboots because reboots
unless they're made well. Unless
What?
they're made well. There's some reason.
Most reboots are shit.
Yeah, true.
Especially if you take something that's like 20 years old.
Yeah,
or 30
Young
years
Sheldon kind of botched Sheldon.
old. No, I disagree. Young Sheldon was great.
I think it was a good TV
The
show,
one thing
but
that
I
will
think
forever
it
piss me
botched.
off about Young Sheldon is how Young Sheldon, right, Ian Armitage, has nice hair all like combed over and so neat,
Right.
and wearing a fucking bow tie
Mm-hmm.
in middle school and high school and even college, as opposed to older Sheldon who wears his hair is basically just
Yeah, just
bald
cut.
without being bald, essentially.
Buzz cut.
Yeah, he has a
Straight
buzz,
cut.
and he wears like comic shirt T-shirts
Yeah.
and like a long shirt under it. Which I mean, it kind of like it explains that like he moved there with nothing, and then he goes to like comic shops, and that's how he ended up whatever.
It literally, if you remember the episode where he went to Princeton, right?
Princeton.
To propose to Amy.
Oh yeah,
right?
that was great.
And Amy asked him to stay, and he's like, "But I have a very specific taste in clothes. Like, there's a comic book shop 15 minutes from here. Okay, let's go."
Oh my god, I forgot about that. So one thing about Slingshot y'all should know is The Big Bang Theory is something this kid has watched far too many times. Also, by the way, happy
It's
birthday.
the point.
Can I bring the balloons in the shot? Is that okay with you?
But it's like been like a couple of days.
Obviously, I'm also not posting it today, so it's like whatever. Happy birthday to this dude. They're just sitting here in his apartment. So I figured at some point in the episode I would mention it, but whatever. So so the reason this popped into my head now is because I called you a kid. So this dude over here can forever. I think you watched it like 10 times.
Yeah, but not the first 3 seasons.
For some reason, you skipped the first 3 seasons, but like I get that.
I watched
kind of finding its feet.
I watched the first 3 seasons a couple times, but
you can't watch it.
You can't watch it like after 2 times. I'm like, it's like
I have another friend just like you.
It's because the premises of the whole TV show, it only gets good starting season 3. Really,
that's fair.
Like if you know the TV show and if you already watched it, it's like.
All right, okay, I know what happens
like,
here.
Drag out a story
because the beginning is just getting to know the characters.
Exactly,
and you also have to have a cheaper budget in the beginning because it's kind of like a pilot in a sense. You're gonna have almost like a crappy version of the show. You're gonna have like a crappy version of the show in order to see if the show is okay, and if it succeeds, then you're gonna run with something like that. Then you're gonna be able to like expand your budget. Because you know that you can run for 12, 13, 14 seasons. And by the way, do you know the only reason they canceled that is because Jim Parsons is like, no, I'm out at the 13th season?
Oh, the guy who played Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like he wanted to. I think it was because he wanted to do the Young Sheldon thing.
He was already doing Young Sheldon.
Nah, he was like whatever.
Because it overlaps for 2 seasons.
Yeah, it does. So, but what I'm saying is like.
Also, my favorite thing is watching.
He was a director. He was the director. If you don't know,
Jim was a director in the Sheldonic universe.
Yeah, he's
not.
He's the director on Young Sheldon. Look it up.
Let's look it up right now. Is Jim Parsons the director in Young Sheldon? I feel like he's going to be. He's an executive producer. Okay, so he's kind of like John Nolan to The Rookie. So any vital character to a series is often going to end up being an executive producer. When you said director, I was confused because I knew it wasn't.
I
knew it was Chuck Lorre or whatever. Chuck Lorre wrote it, whatever. I'm kind of bad with all this.
Okay, so but I know he actually. What's called it? He actually was like a big part of it.
Yeah. The thing is like.
No, so the thing is, he wanted to focus on that. Like that's honestly.
Also, by the way, do you know how much money the top 3 made per episode?
I can't.
For the first 9 seasons.
They're making like.
Kaylee, Jim, and Johnny were making $1 million an episode.
Makes sense.
$1 million per episode.
Think about it, right?
And then later,
it was airing, it was one of the most, if not the most popular.
It still is one of the most popular sitcoms. I mean, it's being beat out
it's being
bit.
It's
being beat out slowly.
Yeah, exactly. It's to the point.
One of those shows that can be rewatched to eternity.
Wait. But let me explain this to you. Unless you're a fan like me, if you see it as much as you do if you have cable, right? Okay. It's like beating a dead horse.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because essentially, it's just the same exact thing.
Also, eventually, it's gonna fall out of circulation.
100%.
It's not gonna be. Please tell me you got a Coke in there or something. Ice cream? Hell yeah. There's another thing we had in this conversation the other week, and
just
that was.
Say it. You don't have to Look.
No. I want to just open up because I'm going through the conversation in my head, and the reason this is kind of I just want to go through what else we covered in our conversation last week. Which we went through hypotheticals of what could happen, but that conversation was mainly based on The Rookie, and then we kind of we made comparisons with characters. So I was saying, for example, what's the score? Don't tell me, I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
No, what's going on?
I'm just looking at France.
All right.
It's nothing to do with scores itself. It's just how players perform.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not talking about it. Let's focus on
not
the
my
podcast.
universe.
Yeah, exactly. I can rant for hours, but you wouldn't.
I know you can rant for hours. The same way I can rant for hours about American history. But
exactly.
Everybody has their own niche that they're good at.
Right. Okay. So let's go. What were you saying?
I was saying that I was going back to our conversation, which is basically the draw for this episode or pilot or whatever you want to call it. Was literally the drawing board was this conversation right here. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull it up. This conversation right here, just way too many voice notes happening over there. But this conversation right here was the basis for for this entire episode. I remember you called me afterwards, and then we went on an hour-long rant, just back and forth. Just an hour long of us just arguing, and then what happened? Yeah, but basically that's where the idea for our podcast was. Because I said like, I wish we could just record this because this would make a great podcast. And as I'm leaving today to go record, because we were somewhere and then we came here to record. As we came here to record, I'm like, the Lore War, and he's like, it's a working title. It's something. It's something. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah,
I had to show off my accents at some point.
But I feel like, honestly... Okay, I got a good idea, but we'll talk about it after.
Alright, everything off air, because currently we're on air. Or more like on record. But whatever! It ain't what it is.
So basically, so let me explain this to you, right? So honestly, I think what we should do is focus more on the Rookie, because we're about to go watch it after.
That's true.
So to put it into like what I'm trying to explain to you, right? Is that sometimes the Rookie #1, I think it's very realistic compared to most cop shows.
I have issues with it.
The problem that you have is it doesn't include the whole precinct. What the hell does that mean? Okay,
that's one of the obviously. I don't entirely have a problem with that.
So let me explain this to you. You think that a TV show will be good if it has so many main characters, like so many characters?
I'm not saying. Okay, hold on. I'm not saying it should have more main characters. I should say what I want to say is that I want it to include more of the side characters. It sounds like our 6 cops, right? Between Tim, Lucy, Nolan, Selena, the 2 fucking rookies that I hate one of them.
Oh,
but yeah, I'm gonna let you guys guess which one. Hint: it's not Derek, because Derek is fucking great.
Yeah, Derek is gonna be amazing. I think honestly,
I mean Derek.
I think he's gonna take over Tim as one of like the best.
I mean that's a possibility. That's a possibility. You're saying that he will take over Tim in popularity?
Yeah.
I don't see that happening for one reason.
If it goes later, if it goes like
I don't see that happening for one reason.
Up until like season 10. Yeah, I think so.
What you're saying? If it goes to season 10,
like,
then there's a possibility that Derek takes over Eric.
Takes over Tim.
Derek is not. Derek is the actor. Eric is the actor.
Okay.
Yeah, Derek plays Miles Penn, and Eric Wonder plays Tim Bradford.
Okay. I don't know.
Your theory. I'll tell you why I don't see this happening.
Why?
Unless you have like a CBS SWAT situation in which like Tim and Lucy both bounce out at relatively the same time, where you have like a Street and Chris situation, which fucking love both of them. They're great characters. And I don't think number one. I think Tim and Lucy will be there for like however long
the show runs. Yeah, they're like 2 vital.
So that's
characters.
The problem, by the way. This is the problem with your theory. Your theory that Derek's character, or Miles, right? The character of Miles Penn is going to overtake Tim in popularity. The reason I don't see that happening is because of Chenford. Yeah, because a big percentage of the fandom fucking loves Chenford. Loves Chenford so much that it's an entire genre. Like you have the Rookie fans, and then you have Chenford fans.
Right.
Chenford fans are the Swifties of the Rookie fans.
No, do not disrespect it. It's a good fan base. Like
I'm not saying they're insane. I'm saying they're insane about it.
They're insane.
The same way you have girls, like the same way you have anywhere between like 14 and 28-year-old girls fucking worshipping the ground that Taylor Swift walks on.
No.
Like some 30%.
I swear to God, if you saw like one of these reactions, it was the funniest thing. I'm like, they literally said like someone reacted to the video of the woman like saying I'm divorcing my husband.
Oh my God, where's
this going? He's like, bitch, are you retarded? It's a woman that you've never met that doesn't know who you are, and you're divorcing your husband. And all the comments, what are they? Dodge the biggest bull in the world. Good for the guy. Just shitting on the woman. Even the video she posted herself.
The thing is, the dude is also kind of a Taylor Swift. He's not a Swiftie.
Right,
and that's also like another thing I have to point out is there are Swifties. You have Taylor Swift fans, and then you have Swifties.
Yeah, look, I don't care if you're a Taylor Swift fan. I care if you're a Swiftie. Because there's to a point where, like, I swear to God, it's a cult. For the record, it's a cult without killing. It's a cult without killing.
Not all cults kill, but, you know.
You get what I mean.
Okay, when I hear the word cult, I immediately think Chris Collins, or Call Me Chris. Crime, conspiracy, cults, and murder. She's fucking amazing. I love her to death. She has great content.
Okay, but when
I have to show you some of her stuff. She does like deep dives.
Okay.
Yeah. So but like her intro is one of my favorite intros in all of YouTube. crime, conspiracy, cults, and murder. All things that I love to consume, and I know you do too. You beautiful, intellectually minded freak. That's her intro, like verbatim. I've heard it so much.
But let me explain this to you, right?
Yeah.
So to that aspect, it's like, see, to me, yeah, they have so much lore around them, but Miles is like such
he's a likable character. I'll give you that.
He's extremely likable, A, and B, he has so much lore around him.
He's kind of like Aaron. Okay, he's kind of like Aaron Thorson. He's walking in with baggage. Okay, he's walking in with baggage, but not problematic. More of like he's walking in with lore on his back.
Right,
okay?
Exactly.
He already has a pre-established relationship, which if you watched episode 6 is kind of going to shit. If you watch
it's already.
I don't know if it's officially over.
It's officially.
I'm
being serious.
Listen.
If they get back together, it would be no point because he literally blatantly said that I don't love her anymore.
That's not what
I care about her. I care about her. I'm not in love with her. That's it.
No, I
can't go. Like, look. There's a difference. Like with Tim and Lucy, right?
How the fuck did you mess that up?
Bro, I can't.
How did you mess that up?
Okay.
Don't hit me, dude.
But
you're gonna get me concussed. I'm just gonna be insane.
Right? Yeah, I don't. Whatever. More insane.
Like I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go chill with Nacho and just drink a beer and then I'm just not gonna wake up because I have a fucking concussion. By the way, Nacho, I know you're never gonna fucking listen to this, but hi, Nacho.
Okay.
For the record, Nacho is a nickname for my roommate, not a dog.
Okay.
Even though now that I think about it, that would make a great name for a dog.
It would.
I'm getting a dog. I'm naming him Nacho.
Yeah, so let's stay on topic, right? What I would say is, look, because Lucy and Tim have so much lore around them, but Miles is so he's already involved in his own side stories. No other characters in really rookie history starts off within the first few episodes that have so many side stories that Miles has, right?
Right, so that's something is he's walking in kind of like Aaron Thorson. He walks in with his own lore that's yet to be discovered.
Right.
Kind of like the Thorson murder case.
Right.
His dad allegedly murdering his partner in the 90s. He's walking. I don't know. So in the documentary episode, they because
I never what TV show.
This is in The Rookie. In Aaron Thorson.
Maybe it's the earlier seasons.
Aaron Thorson. Aaron Thorson.
I don't.
This is early Aaron Thorson days. So he walks in with a ton of lore already existing, right? He has the French murder case of his roommate, R.I.P. Patrick, even though he never existed, but that's not the point.
Patrick sucks.
Patrick was dead.
I know he sucks.
Why?
Because he's dead.
First of all,
what did you react?
First of all, there's a necrophilia joke to make, but
100%.
I like to think of myself as more mature than that, so I'm gonna.
You're not. But
of course I'm not. But I would love to think. Do you know how much things I've changed for the podcast?
Oh yeah, 100%.
My mustache. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Just to explain this, right? Like the reason, yeah, but there's been other characters, but think about it this way, right? Miles sucks you in, if you get what I mean. Because Miles' storyline is interesting. It's like
the entire premise of him is that he walks in. So he walks in with his mistakes, right? He walks in with his Texas. Kind of, this is mentioned in the first episode where Tim is you gotta untrain him and retrain him.
No, what's the name? Not Tim. The captain said you gotta watch out for this one. He already has a history. You remember in the first?
I'm missing context.
In the episode he was introduced, right?
Okay.
The captain was he had some problems in Texas.
I'm assuming you mean lieutenant.
Properly. Lieutenant. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it's not a captain.
Oh, okay, right. I completely forgot about that. Is that Lieutenant? Not West. That's Commander West.
Yeah.
By the way, I kind of missed having Commander West around. I didn't particularly. Jackson didn't crack my top 10 characters. I don't hate him. I just don't think he's top.
Yeah. So why do you miss him?
No, I miss Percy West. All the IA complaints, all that shit. I feel like him being around, but also it kind of makes sense because his son served in Mid-Wilshire Station. Then he kind of he dies, so he would kind of have bad mojo, so to speak, around the Mid-Wilshire Station. But him and fucking what's his name? Holy shit, Lieutenant Gray. That's his name.
Yeah.
I love how I go to look it up and then my brain's don't bother. You have it. You just gotta find the fucking file.
You know what's weird, right? I feel like Gray is the most like background main character. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. The Rookie needs to have more background main characters, like Howard, like Raj. Although they don't
No,
really, they're not really the
they're
same.
not really background characters.
They're not. I mean,
they're like main
they're
characters.
secondary characters.
They're secondary.
They're secondary main.
Yeah,
They're secondary. What I wanted to have is like, you know how you have like Jan or you have Smitty. I didn't want to have an entire
Smitty
episode.
sucks.
I
think
he's there for comedic effect. He does his
right,
job.
but
like
he's not good. It's not so good. It's like
he's not a great character, but he's just.
It's like if you know like every TV show has like one or two characters that are just there because they're fucking there, right?
They're there because they have comedic value.
Right, but it's
also,
so
I've
bad.
seen like the
only dude laughing at Schmitty jokes, right, is that.
Are you saying that Smitty is the dad comedian? Hold on.
Yes!
This is a theory. This is a theory.
Yeah,
I like this.
Not a theory. It's facts. How is Smitty not the dad comedian? Like
Smitty
he
is
doesn't
kind of
make
like
good
Hitchcock and
jokes.
Scully.
Yeah, but Hitchcock and Scully were funny because the whole team crapped on him. The whole team constantly like shitting on them, and they were always like chill about it.
The
right?
thing is, they were also
they
like
were
lazy
and fat, and they were good.
They were low key.
Yeah, they were smart. Smitty is an idiot.
Smitty was never really good at his job.
He's an idiot. He's an actual.
The thing
idiot.
is, I feel like they're trying to turn the motive around a little bit with the
yeah,
writers.
100%.
With like him taking notes that would
Right.
eventually lead to Movado, with Nolan, right? Where you have another universe where was I going with this? You have like that, but this is kind of like the same thing that the writers are doing with Tim, where they're making him a more emotional character. And I saw a lot of people are like, we liked drill instructor Tim that like yelled in your face, "You stupid fuck! Why are you doing
both.
this?" I
honestly,
like both. The reason they did this is purely because of Chen.
Yeah. 100%.
Because the entire reason he broke up is because he was kind of closed down. He had his own trauma that he never took care of with his army buddy.
The real reason I honestly think is Tim was going into a dark place.
Obviously.
Right? And nothing.
What I'm honestly shocked is we didn't get like him falling into full on alcoholism. But again, I kind of feel like he's
didn't he do that for like not completely, but in the earlier seasons, didn't he have a point where like he was like a little bit of alcoholic? Remember when he was recovering?
Being an alcoholic?
No, like he was either addicted. He was addicted to something. I remember. Like
no,
he was recovering.
No, that was his wife.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember,
what was her name?
It was his ex-wife.
Well, now it's his ex-wife. At that point in time, they were still married, but they were kind of separated.
Yeah.
What was her name though?
You know what the funniest thing? When Nolan was.
What was Tim Bradford's wife's name? Isabel. Again, right before.
Right.
Right before I'm about to get the answer, it pops in my head. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So like Isabel had that also.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the funniest thing? One of the things I liked about the most recent episodes, right, is when Nolan goes over to Tim. He's like, he asked him for advice. It was so like. So that was obviously like a plot to make.
This entire season is going to be softening up Tim to make him emotionally available
100%.
between Kojo, between him being more of like a nice pet owner to Kojo as opposed to like you have him in that episode where he's like yelling at Kojo.
He loves Kojo. He never treated Kojo back.
100%. I'm not debating that. What I am saying is that sometimes you have him kind of like being a drill instructor. I'm like, Kojo, let's go. And then like, I'm not saying he's a bad pet owner. What I'm saying is that Tim has this issue expressing love.
Right.
Which kind of fucks him up in the Lucy thing. But what I'm saying is between
honestly,
him
I don't really think that was it.
Between him going to the veterans
support
group, him seeing a therapist, right. Between him, like all these things are just little subtle tweaks to make to Tim's character to kind of put him in a position where they can actually have a proper relationship.
I honestly think even if he was like a little more open at the point, they still would have broken up because of one reason. If he even was healthy, he would still know, right, that he was not in the mental capacity that he'd be able to have a relationship. Because healthy people, right, they're not going to stay in a relationship who, even if they know how to express their emotions, they're not going to stay in a relationship.
The thing is, also, I feel like that breakup was kind of super tactical. If I break it off now, I can continue it. If I keep going down this route,
Yeah.
before I
Number
fix
one,
myself,
the thing that
I'm gonna inevitably drive this relationship like fucking downhill.
honestly, I think that's honestly like this is gonna be.
Like I know
I
people
know
that
this
have
is a
done
hot
this
take, right? I know this is a hot take.
because the
I
relationship
think
was
the
starting to get
reason
toxic.
Tim did it is because he knew he would have become mentally abusive towards Lucy.
Like in
To the point where he just treated her like shit, like complete shit, right?
that's a theory
Because
I
of
don't
the things.
particularly like.
No. It's not like he would do it on purpose, but like because he's going through things, he's gonna eventually get her involved.
Like you're
And
saying
then
he's gonna pull it, Isabel?
not like an Isabel, but he's gonna pull like a like.
I need a comparison over here.
Uh, let me think. I don't really watch a lot of TV shows I watch.
That's true. I don't watch a lot of stuff. I have to like broaden my horizons, especially if I'm gonna do this podcast. But
okay, actually, yeah, perfect. He's gonna pull. What's Roger's sister's name again?
I forgot her name.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Raj's sister. Okay. No. What about him?
Let me see if I can remember her name.
No, Anu was the girl he dated. That wasn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's his sister.
What was Raj's sister's name? What do I feel like this is gonna be? Priya or Priya.
Priya.
Yeah, Priya Kupali.
Okay, yeah. So Priya basically treated Leonard like a doormat. Like she manipulated him into being something he's not.
But are you really
And
surprised
Leonard just
though?
should,
Because that's his entire character gets pushed around.
Yeah,
but I understand what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is in that sense, not that he doesn't love her, right? He's gonna like turn into someone because he's gonna constantly push her away, not in the sense of like the way Priya treated, but just like stay away, like don't get involved, and then she's gonna feel like she can't control anything in the relationship, and it's just to the point where it's stagnant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that it was bordering on like if he kept going down that route, it was inevitably going to become toxic,
right?
And thereby just screwing up the whole relationship.
Right.
And he kind of wanted
that's
to have
why the writers.
What I'm saying is, you have this thing where it's kind of like you have this thing where it's gonna become Tim is gonna become more emotionally available. His walls are gonna disappear, or at least in the relationship sense of things, and he's gonna know how to ask for help, which is super important.
Honestly, I don't see the problem is like the only person. What's her name? Okay, hold on.
Sorry for the table shaking.
Yep. Sorry.
What are you looking up now? The rookie. What are you going? Characters?
Okay, so Angela, right?
Okay.
And what's
if I have to, there's another thing that I want to dive into from our conversation from last week, which was parallels.
Wait. Angela and Wesley, right, are like the real only couple that I feel like Tim would go to. Because if he goes to Nolan,
answer this text. You're saying that the Angela Wesley relationship is the only one?
Not because I don't think Nolan doesn't have a good relationship. I think he has an amazing one, right? But I think they have like a more
that isn't hyper fixated by fans. Because you have a part of the fandom that hates Bailey.
Right.
You have a part of the fandom that's insane over Chandler. Okay?
Right.
Nyla's relationship history.
Bailey?
That's my same opinion, but they kind of.
She's so like, even though she does some like fucked up questionable things, right?
Are you talking about the Malvado episodes?
Yeah. Also,
but I've seen it on Bailey since like season 4.
Right.
Not
and in the past, she's also done.
Not season 4. I don't think she was introduced even then. But
she was introduced, I think, late season.
Late season 4?
Yeah.
Just Cowell Girl. You know how many times I've seen that clip way before I watched The Rookie?
You see a lot of shit on the internet. Like you never.
I have to like leave the internet. I have to leave the internet. Otherwise, everything's gonna be so spoiled.
I'm gonna be dead serious. You've never watched a single episode of How I Met Your Mother, but you can probably watch How I Met Your Mother and quote not like a good amount of things that was Colby and Barney's gonna say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
also, like, something I didn't know until like last week was that the actor that plays Barney is homosexual.
Yeah, he is.
It's weird because like
it's so weird. It's so fucking weird. And you have the
same thing also with Sheldon because like
no, but Sheldon's extremely. But he's extremely unsexual.
No, what I'm
Barney
saying is
like super hypersexual. That's like
because
so
it's the entire
character-based.
premise of the show. What I'm
Exactly.
saying is like
No,
this.
it's not. The entire
Oh,
premise of the show is something else.
okay, don't spoil it for me. Cause that's
Okay,
the next
yeah,
on my
yeah,
to watch.
yeah, I know.
The next
You
show
told
on
me
my
this.
watch
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that you have, and I have to find out more instances of this to actually cement my theory, but they tend to take the characters that are going to be kind of misogynistic and make a whole bunch of misogynistic jokes and cast them by gay actors. I don't know why, but that's just kind of a thing. So yeah, I have to find more evidence of that. But another thing I want to cover, and I probably won't be able to do it in this episode, is parallels. Where like, so back to the thing. So the reason people I see don't like Bailey is because like she's the definition of jack of all trades.
No, the reason I don't think they like her.
I can pull up like 100 posts over here on Reddit.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about Reddit. I understand. Yeah, people are gonna crap on Bailey, but it's not because of that. I honestly think it's
Most of the hate towards Bailey is because of this. Like I like her character. I like the actor.
right. I
They
think
do a good job. It's great.
right, but I think the reason is not because of the hate. Number one, I didn't know about that. Right. But the reason
What I'm
is
saying is, it's the
because
only
out of the
relationship
main couples, right, the three main couples that are like that are mainly like prioritizing the storyline, Tim Lacey, right?
dude, if you call
And
Lucy Lacey again, I'm going to just return the blow to the face.
Okay,
Also,
fine,
camera
fine.
tricks. It looks like I'm punching, even though I'm behind you. Well,
Yeah,
not really. I'm just leaning back.
Okay, yeah. Basically,
Okay, you have Tim Lucy.
Tim and Lucy,
You have Wesley Lopez.
right?
You have, and you have
Nolan's come first, and then you have what's called.
No, you have Tim Lucy, Nolan Bailey, and Chenford. Fuck. Sorry. You have
Tim
Wesley Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
You have Tim and Lucy. Then you have Nolan and Bailey.
And then you have
Nyla.
Yeah, then
Nyla's not as heavily focused on, at least up until now, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
Nyla's
next
good.
week
Gets a little bit chaotic.
Nyla's I think is gonna become like Nyla and her husband. I don't even know his name because he's like such a.
His name is James.
I kind of hate him.
The thing is, yeah,
he's just like a bitch. If you get what I mean. He's like,
okay, I'm gonna spoil something for you.
He's a dick.
I kind of liked him though in the beginning.
He's a dick, dude.
But also, like, you have the whole
dude
thing.
Is a piece of shit.
Yeah, but all her beginning episodes, like her first season and a little bit, were all surrounded by Donovan. Kind of like how you have the Bailey Jason episodes where that gets chaotic. Which, by the way, do you know that the actor that plays Bailey, Jen Vaughn, and the actor that plays Jason, Steve, something like Wozniak, they are currently engaged and have a kid.
That's so fucking weird.
No, I can show you this.
That's crazy.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull this up.
Dead ass.
I'm dead serious. I'm gonna pull this up right now. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this. Hold on. Where is it? Damn it. Jenna Dwan. Okay. Let's see. So she used to be married to Channing Tatum.
Yeah, I know that.
Jenna Dwan.
How did she pull Channing Tatum? I mean that.
I don't know.
Dude is like no homo besides.
No, did he? Hold on. Let's see.
No, did he? Besides for freaking Ryan Reynolds, he's the hottest actor out there.
Okay. Hold on.
Like
they are currently
Channing Tatum. Okay. Like the amount of teenage girls
engaged
that would stab someone for him is not normal.
Yeah, that's insane.
Same thing with Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, so she has an 11-year-old kid with Channing Tatum.
Right.
And
that's crazy.
Her and Kazi have a wedding date.
You know that kids, whether it's a girl or a boy, is gonna be like one of the hottest kids ever.
Between Jenna Dwan and Channing Tatum?
Yeah, come on.
I see it.
Come on.
I see it.
Girl, it's gonna be super hot.
This reminds me of the Andy Samberg and of the Peralta and Amy scene where like we've created the world's hottest baby.
We made the world's hottest baby.
It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, it's hilarious.
And then but the craziest thing is because Amy generally like cuts 90% of his BS, right?
There you go. Hold on. That's them. Okay. Fuck. Where's my camera? That's Jenna Dwan and Steve Kassim. That's Bailey and fucking and
Jason.
And Jason. So But I've seen also
If
like in
you do it-
911,
if
you
if
have
don't
a
remember who
husband.
Jason is, I'm gonna slap you. If you do it again,
What did I say?
you said about Lucy, and if I call her
No,
Lacey,
no. What did I say? Now that made you?
no,
Did I make a
I
mistake?
just wanted to fuck with you. No, because you said about the like you were telling me if like I call her Lacey instead of Lucy again.
No, because like
slap
Lucy
me.
is one of the most beloved characters. How can
I
you fuck up
know,
her
I
name?
know. Just,
Like,
I'm not
on
good
one
with
occasion, I
characters.
understand, but you fucked up her name on 3 different occasions.
Dude, but you
And
understand.
if it's only two, I'm going to insert a clip out of context because I'm evil. No, I won't, but I'm definitely keeping that in. Do not cut that, editor, even though it's probably me in the future. Do not cut that angry rant because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyway.
Number one, what I'm going to say is, right, number one, the only TV shows I really remember the characters' names are in like TV shows I've watched like a couple of times.
Okay, also I'm kind of obsessive.
Yeah, you are.
Like, I can remember random shit.
Okay, let's see if you can remember this.
Hold on, I was in the middle of saying something. Is that Jason and
Yeah. We understand. They're engaged in real life.
Yeah, and they're whatever, and they have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So again, one more thing I just keep trying to get to and I can't.
How does someone like that pull Trenton out? It's still like baffles.
I don't understand it. But also, how does Nolan pull Bailey? So like,
but
the universe is
Nolan is in real life, right? He's a strong man.
I was gonna mention my.
In the TV show, he's a strong dude, right? He's a very.
I mean, I guess like
he's a very morally responsible guy.
Yeah.
If anyone would ever Bailey, he would kill them. He would literally take them to the ground.
I mean, you have the whole Movado thing where he gets pissed at Bailey.
Yeah, obviously they're gonna have fights. That's a couple. That's a couple.
Right. Also, just for the record, okay. In season, I don't remember what, probably 5 or 6. Okay, where they have the not the Zodiac killer, the Pentagram killer. Okay, they have the Pentagram killer, and Selena accidentally says it over the radio, but they end up finding the wife of the Pentagram killer, right? And they end up finding the wife of the Pentagram killer.
We're cutting it in like a minute.
All right.
Seriously.
Basically,
I really don't want to
so
miss
they talk about. So Nolan asks Bailey. John asks Bailey, he's like, "What would you do if you found out I was a killer?" Or Bailey asked John, and he said, "Well, I'd be obligated to turn you in because I have a fucking wife, but I would be quite handy at hiding a body." So I feel like him not turning her in is also kind of a little bit weird. But also, it's conspiracy, and it's like nobody's really going to miss him. He's a criminal that everybody hated, and you could technically pull the self-defense card.
Number one in conspiracy, right?
Okay.
No, she wasn't going to kill him anyways.
That's true.
It's not like it wasn't like she gave information. He gave her information. That's like conspiracy. That's just telling him where he is. Right. She had she had no clue. There's no physical evidence that proof that she says, "Thank you for helping me kill him." So that's not conspiracy.
Okay, now we have to get a lawyer involved. I can't be doing this right now.
Conspiracy.
I'm gonna have to call somebody that I know that studies law.
So we'll talk about this next episode.
Hold on, there's one more thing I want to cover, and I'm not gonna be able to do it in this episode. So probably in the next episode, I'm gonna cover parallels between different characters in different universes. For example, put the iPad down for Pete's sake. Who's Pete? I don't know. By the way, Pete Nolan, underrated side character. I'm gonna take parallels between and between and these are my opinions. Feel free to disagree. I'm gonna go
shit on his comparison. Kill him on it.
We will be having a long episode about this.
Kill him on it.
So I will see y'all in the future. Thank you for watching the Lore War, or whatever the fuck the final cut of this is going to be called. I am Mr. Duck, known on Instagram as nerd_realtalk, which is kind of weird because it's different universe, it's different versions of me. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna fucking monetize multiple personality disorder, even though I don't have it. It's still funny. And this is Slingshot. This sounds like a captive video. Just fucking outro yourself. I'm Slingshot. It's been fun. Bye. What the hell is that psycho face?
Save me.
What the hell is that psycho face? Isn't it like this? This is like TikTok from 4 years ago, but no.
Save me.
This is like the I need help. Something like that. No, it's like this or something. You know I can just cut that in post.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
going
know,
to because it's
I know.
funny. We all know it's
Right,
not true. We're
obviously,
literally in your
obviously.
apartment.
So for everyone, because I know retards who have no lives are gonna take this seriously if they ever see this. It's a joke.
As is everything on this podcast, except for the serious theories that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
We have conspiracies about the Rocky in SWAT. So basically, I'm gonna
I
go
gotta
back
watch
to
the SWAT first time.
yeah. I think also. So back, I'm just gonna go really quick and touch on your theory that Miles might overtake Tim in
Okay, we'll talk
popularity.
about this
I
next
don't
week.
think this is gonna happen simply because of Chenford, and the only way this does happen if they pull a CBS SWAT and they get rid of Tim and Lucy in relatively the same
I
timeline.
don't think they're gonna do
Kind of
that.
like what they do to
I don't
Chris
think
and
they're
Stu.
gonna do that. Whatever. We'll continue
We
this
can talk about this
next week.
next week. Thank you very much for
Peace
watching,
out. Thank you.
hypothetical viewer, because I mean, let's be honest, probably to get 6 views on this if I
Yeah,
ever post it.
probably.
Which you never know. This might be buried in the archives and only come out once we have 100 subscribers or whatever the fuck. But this is the pilot, and I will see you all on the flip. Now, somebody play some outro music because I don't know how to do that.